When we first moved in 1995, there was not one bit of technology in here. There was one computer with an amber screen that supposedly was keeping track of the patient accounts and record keeping, and that was it. Patterson does a great job with offices, setting them up completely, but initially that's a huge expenditure. So if you already have bought a practice and you're in a space that's kind of outdated the way I was, you look at where you can start to generate revenue initially. So when we first came here, I looked at doing the computerization of the back and front. It had to be done because I had to integrate. I wanted to get the digital x-rays in. I wanted them to work because I knew that would create a great source of savings and revenue because people could see things, the camera, things like this. So when I had to spend that money, I also had to go forward with the computers. And I didn't want to do it in pieces on the computers. I wanted to do the whole system. So once I had that backbone of the hardware in place, all the software could come as I needed it. You know, I could integrate just the front or the back or whatever, but I did both. I did the front and back because I wanted it to be going towards no paper, no x-rays, no copying x-rays. I want to email things. I wanted to do things digitally. Okay, so that was a bit of an expense. However, Patterson did a nice job with the way they set up my office, and we integrated the technology with some new equipment and some new cabinetry, so we reconfigured everything and made it more streamlined, which is what I was doing anyway. We're just able to do the technology at that time. When we integrated the EagleSoft, when I finally got all that software in place and all the pages were loaded over, I probably found 20 or 30 or 23,000 something dollars in secondary claims that had not been sent out by the original program. So in other words, the queuing of what is that? That's a person's job that has to go find those secondary claims, then manually redo them. Right there. I paid for the whole program. So after that initial expenditure, you can add things as you go. We added doing the CEREC machine. The CEREC is an immediate impact. You can see that brings my lab bill down. Initially, the first 3 months, it was down $7,000 a month. So it's an instantaneous, you see that as a gratifying experience.
I can't tell you how excited patients are to see Dr. Morgester making a CEREC crown. They have been excited about the technology. They've totally embraced technology as well. Many of them have experiences, you know, of dentistry being much more crude, let's say, and so they also are very excited about our technology. The fact that they can see their x-rays right up on the computer screen in front of them. I enlarge them, I enlighten them, I show them areas that we've never been able to see. Our intraoral cameras put everything right on the screen for the patient to see, so that there's no more me telling them things that they can't see or that they, you know, don't understand.
The case acceptance is phenomenal because more often than not, I have people come over here with a treatment plan from somewhere. It's got XYZ on it. They're feeling nothing. They don't see anything. They don't notice anything. Nothing's broken. The person gives them a large treatment plan and they're flabbergasted because they haven't been able to illustrate what's actually going on there. So when we show them this, show them that, do the pictures, they're in tune with it. They see what we see. A case acceptance is 100%. All the tasks on Revenue Well are fantastic for me because we were using a source to email patients about their appointments. It's a fabulous technology for that. You have email, you can do text them, you can talk to them via them, they can make their own account, they can send you messages. It's very nice, account access. All the features of that are what I've been wanting, and the main feature I've been dying to get is the ability to not hand them walkout statement or a piece of paper at all. I want them to be able to just instantaneously receive an email once their appointment is made. Therefore, they can pull it into their calendar. They use the Outlook or, you know, a Mac calendar, whatever they use. That's the biggest thing for me, is the communication with the patients, and their patients are utterly impressed, and the patients we have here are expecting things like that, I think, going forward. As we're using the KC Cloud, I'm seeing an instantaneous response from that, because what happens is I believe the patients they're like, oh, I can do this, and then they end up thumbing through the rest of the catalog as opposed to we're objective, we want to show them how we're doing a filling. They look at that, but then they'll say, "Oh, how's the root canal work?" I mean, they're pushing all the buttons and they're looking at all the videos actually. So we're having to wrestle the iPad back from them, but they end up having, I think, a better understanding and a consistent message of what we're telling them.
I started in practice 34 years ago. Computers weren't in the practice in any way at all at that time. So to now have a practice, you know, where I'm at, using digital x-rays and our iPads with Casey Cloud and our charting, it's just been great. It's been an enhancement to our practice as well as our patients.